welcome to the study of A Course of Love by Mary Perrone. We're here tonight to study chapter 9, and what a beautiful chapter it is. I'm Teri Angel, and my co-host is Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And our other co-host, you are Jean. Auntie Jean Lorio, our wise
Welcome,
woman
everyone.
our wise woman of the mountains. Although she lives in the desert.
That's true. But we have mountains in our desert.
You do have beautiful mountains there. Yes.
They are. In their stark way, they're quite beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. So, Karen, can we ask you to lead us in our meditation to get us into our heart to do this discussion, please?
Oh, yes. Let's do that. Let's close our eyes. Oh, just slowing down the breath. Let's just let spirit take over, please. Let's just be so grateful. So grateful that we have this guide. And feel that guide in your heart space. And just really trust that as you drop into your heart, as you remain and stay in your heart, there is a guidance. There's a wisdom. There is that feeling of trust and surrender. And because we share one heart as the universal, unified field, just let your heart be open to welcome all expressions, welcoming in all extensions of this pure, perfect love, regardless of the appearances, regardless of the behaviors, regardless of the illusion. We are all one heart. We let that be so simple. I heard so clearly that KISS means keep it simple, silly. Every time we try to complicate, that's just being the illusory self. And the thing is, when we stay in our heart, there is no separate. It's all one heart. Regardless of the awareness of all the expressions, regardless of how anyone else may be experiencing the illusion, the land of make-believe, we can hold the vision, we can hold the space for all to join in this unified field, to see all as one, all as love, all as light, all right now. Beyond time and space and illusions, we are that one heart. The universal, loving awareness, the awakened presence. And because we are all one, whatever situation, whatever challenges, whatever the appearance looks like, when we hold this space in our heart space and we open that field to be unified, we'll be shown how to do it. We just need to ask. That was another beautiful acronym they gave me. ASK is align spirit kindly. Align with spirit kindly. Just gently. Ask spirit in. Ask spirit to help. How can I be the most helpful in all situations, in any opportunity that comes into my awareness? So as we just were told about Joanne's beautiful mother, we're ready for a miracle to replace the madness. We're ready. We're holding that space. We're holding that vision. We're seeing miracles happen. Things that we don't understand, that we're not meant to understand, because we are the miracle workers. But we have to step back and let the miracle come through the heart. Let's step back and let the miracle come through the heart.
Did we lose Teri? She is.
Didn't lose me at all. I was caught up in all of that wonderful feeling, and it's so true. We don't see miracles with our human brain and our human ego. We see them with our heart. Thank you, Karen. And wow, that's brought out so fully in this book. I love this book.
Yeah.
I really do. I know we're not supposed to have regrets, but I wish I had found it years ago.
Oh, me too.
When it first came out, so I could be
me too. Me
really
too.
more into its energy. But we're with it now, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
matters.
And we, there's a divine timing that we don't really, as our human self, understand or get. That's why I do believe that let go of the how and be ready for the wow is always, I don't know the hows and the whos. I have no idea how the hows and the whos come together, but it's so beautiful how it does. And, I was just thinking about that because, the more we let go, the more the miraculous comes through. The more we step back, the easier the miracle can come through. And we just sit there with our mouths wide open going, how did that happen?
I know. Yes. Yeah, I just love this. And this chapter is just so beautiful, helping us to, again, look at the energy of separation, that it's not real, and how we see, I love what it calls us, the little you. I love that. That was like so cool because I'm like, oh yeah, that puts it more clearly.
And can we be gentle with the little you, you know?
Exactly.
We don't have to demonize the little you. The little you was just unaware. It's not, the separate self is not our, you know, unfortunately, I do believe that the Course in Miracles, because of the way that it was received through Helen, there was a lot of fear and there was a lot of needing to be explained and needing proof. And with the Course in Love, there's none of that. She's just open. And so she can really express just as the love. And I think that with the Course in Miracles, not to say anything bad about the Course in Miracles, because the Course in Miracles is a place where we are. There's a certain situation that we can only hear it from a certain vibration, a certain frequency. You know, certain people can't read the Course for Love. They just go, this is just ridiculous.
Right.
If I hadn't done the Course in Miracles, I don't think I would have been ready for the Course in Love. I mean, even now, you know, it seems like every other chapter, there's a chapter. This was one of them that makes me cry, and the crying is it's not a sadness. It's more a frustration. I don't know how to explain it to you. There was one place where they were talking, which is true. She was. I want to say he, because I think it's Jesus talking, was talking about the fact that our illusions have made the world that we live in. And it said
Even the
in this,
body that we're in.
it said that it has made you all have made, or you have made this evil world. And I'm thinking, no, I didn't. I didn't make this evil world. You know, I don't want, you know, I'll be responsible for what I've done that were mistakes when I didn't know better. I didn't make this evil world. I don't want that responsibility. You know, other people contributed to this. And to be honest with you, I was having a hard time. And I finally, like Karen said, I stepped back and I went and took a shower. And like we've talked about the water being kind of a conduit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, it just came to me. You know, you're making this difficult when it's simple.
Yeah.
What Jesus is saying is, yes, we have a physical body, but we're not the physical body that we are. We're a spiritual being. And all of our wants and things that we do wrong is coming from that physical body, the ego and the mind that's part of that physical body. All it knows is want, want, want. Your spiritual being, your spiritual body is happy, satisfied, needs nothing, has everything that it wants. And what he's trying to tell us is stop listening to our physical body. What he's trying to tell us is don't listen to the ego. Don't, oh, it's more than that. And I don't even know if I can explain it. It's, yes, there are things we have to do because we're in the physical body. You know, we have to feed it, we have to clothe it, and we have to respect it. You know, we're not saying, I hate this body. No, we love this body. It's been our transportation for a lot of years. But it's our spiritual body that is us. that is truly us. And that's where the heart brain is listening, where the heart brain is connected to everyone, where we're all connected. And that is who we are. And so I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but it gave me pause, but it was just all of a sudden when I was in the shower, I was like, oh, well, now that makes sense. I understand now. Before I was like, I'm not so sure what I'm thinking
It's
here.
just that this body, if we could, this is the way I can hear it when it's been explained to me. This body is just the vehicle that's driving us into that higher consciousness. Now, if I were to think that I am my car and I'm driving my vehicle and I'm driving my car, and if I were to identify with that car and say, that car is me, that car is mine, that's my car, that's who I am. If I don't have that car, I don't have anything. Now, that's what we do with our body. We start to think of this as instead of a neutral thing, the body will just be healthy and strong and perfect in all of its functions if we just use it for the communication device that it is. And that's all.
For.
Yeah, but
Well,
our mind gets in the way and starts to think, no, that's my body. No, those are my eyes. No, that's my problem. That's my family. And we start to claim some little tiny aspect instead of just knowing this is just a vehicle I'm driving right now. I'm riding it around. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I'm enjoying it. But it's just a vehicle.
Yeah, and
that's
I loved how it brought out too, like going back to that analogy, Karen. Like if we have an accident, we want to blame it on the car. We want to blame it on the car, right? We want to blame it on that car. That car, it got in an accident. Well, the car only does what you tell it to do. So it's the same for our body. If we look at our body and we say, "Oh my gosh, my body's
you wouldn't
in
come
bad
over and
shape."
punish the car.
I know, right?
It's like you wouldn't come over and punish the car. Okay, now car, I'm telling you, you did
this
again.
Right? Yeah, but our bodies are a vehicle, and so we think when something goes wrong, oh, my body's falling apart, my body's just doing this, my body that, and it's like, it's up here, you guys. What are
People
your
will
concepts?
just say, well, I'm getting older, so my eyes are going bad.
Yeah.
And my memory doesn't work as well. It's because I'm older. No, it's because your mind is choosing to experience a belief. It's been proven with epigenetics over and over again. Yes. I mean, Bruce Lipton has taken it to a whole nother level and has said the biology of beliefs are so powerful. But yeah, I want to just read one quick little thing about this that I really loved was the emotions speak the language of your separated self rather than the language of your heart. They are the forward guard of your defense system, always on the lookout for what might hurt or slight, belittle you, that you deemed under their protection, or the little selves that you deemed under yours. But remember now how like to creation in form, if not in substance, what you have made is. Creation needs no protection. Like Auntie Jean was saying, spirit needs no protection. So it is only our belief in the need for protection that has caused us to feel that we have to become clouded by the illusion. That really just was like a boing. That was like yes. And we another thing I think of too is we use our emotions as a GPS. So if we have gone away from our spirit and our true self, we feel sad, or we feel disappointed, or we feel upset. So from mild to wild, we can utilize those emotions. And I know, Teri, you teach so much about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
how to navigate and use our emotions as a positive way of using a GPS.
Right.
Not just
Exactly.
shoving them down and pushing them away.
Yeah.
I don't have emotions. Or I don't have any
Right.
emotions.
Yeah.
Or another thing that people a lot of times will do is, I don't want to be emotional. I don't want to be, I'm,
It
or
hurts.
yeah,
Yeah.
or be embarrassed because I get emotional.
Right.
Who gets embarrassed? The little self who is trying to be everything to everyone. That little
Right.
self is the one who gets embarrassed. Our true
Yeah.
authentic self doesn't have any of those emotions.
Right.
I think
Absolutely.
that kind of is where I started getting kind of, because I've always felt that emotions come from the heart. And what
Yeah,
this
I
is
did too. That's what
saying is
we're pretty much.
they really come from the head and from the
Yeah.
ego more than anything else.
And our
And then
sensations,
and then when it was talking about, if you see someone hungry and you feed them, and if you see someone who's fallen down, you pick them up or whatever. And it was like, well, shouldn't you do those things? To me, that's what you do for kindness. Anyway, I think I understand it a little better there. But one of the things that struck me, they didn't mention it that I can recall. But what struck me was that if you're listening to your physical, let me say, physical body, your ego in your mind that's in your physical body, and it wants and wants, and you're constantly giving it what it wants. Okay, I want a new dress. I want a new, isn't that idolatry? You're making yourself
Well, I think
like an
a lot of that is lack. So you're not so totally okay with who you are that you have to fill your life with things. That's where the want comes in. It's like if I get that dress, if I get that car, if I get that house, then I'll be happy, right? So we're not feeling that joy and that happiness inside of our heart. We're thinking we can fill up our lives with things, with people, with whatever you choose. It's like it said, it's no secret that you live in a world of supply and demand. So our demand is, I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. I want to be at peace. I want to be joyful. And we think that outside of ourselves are all these things that are going to supply that. But it's all supplied inside of us. It all comes from what's inside. And so, yeah, Jean, when we say, I want, it's because we're not getting our self fulfillment, right? We're not self-soothing. We're not saying you have everything you need. Just go into that place where you know you're pure love. Go to that love, and none of those things matter anymore. This is what I've experienced in my
they
own
don't.
life. In my life, I've let go of everything because I didn't need it. I had what I needed inside, and I had this connection that can't be put into words. Like Karen says, it's too wonderful for words. And when you can reach that place on the inside, it's like, no, I don't need that house. I don't need that furniture. I don't need the diamond rings. I don't need any of that. All I need is this connection. And that's what keeps me going day to day, is staying connected.
Yeah,
There
and
was
then
so much.
there comes that moment where your heart is so overflowing and it's so full, and you're coming from a wholehearted place, and you're living in that wholehearted, like, I have everything, I am everything, and I just want to
Mhm.
share this. And when you feel that, and that just overflows from you, I think that's what it means to stay in your heart. to stay wholehearted, to be wholehearted, because when we're in that lack mentality, that's the false self. That's not our true self. Our true self
Right.
is overflowing with love and generosity and ease, and everything's so much easier if we just stay in the heart. It's just so simple. It's just so darn simple that if we just stay in the heart knows everything.
Right.
And if we
Exactly.
just don't try and analyze it, it's always the ego that analyzes. It's always the spirit that accepts. And when our spirit, the spirit, if it's accepting and we're opening and letting somebody in, and we're seeing everything as too wonderful, it's like, I can't stop seeing too wonderful now.
I know, right?
I can't. It's been
Exactly.
incredible since we let that happen, to just now all I see is too wonderful for words in every situation, in every relationship, in every opportunity. Everything is becoming too wonderful for words. I'm getting to the point where I can't express it because it's so wonderful.
I know, that's it. We don't need words when we get to that point. We really don't. And oh my gosh, we're so out of time, but there is so
But
much
this is
to
a
this
wonderful, too
chapter.
wonderful discussion.
It is, and this chapter has it's so full of wonderful nuggets. Even talking about
it would not hurt to study this one again.
We can do it again
maybe
tomorrow
we can
because there's
and
so
then
much
that way we
more.
can discuss it with Charlie tomorrow too.
Yeah,
If he's
there's so
feeling
much more
better.
we didn't get into, like where it was talking about the patterns of abuse, where it's talking about time. I just love this whole chapter. So let's do it again tomorrow on this chapter. We'll discuss it again. I'll bring our Chris in, and we'll put our chanting hats on.
Hello.
Hi, Christine. All right, so we are changing hats, and I need to don my crown, don't I?
Well, of course.
Of course, the Queen of Peace has arrived. So
where is everybody today? Come on, guys.
No, I'm not sure. Maybe they'll get in here in a minute. But we are ready to chant, and the first one is up on the screen. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Karen, please guide us into this.
All right, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us into the experience of freedom, and then we'll go into the next chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions, illnesses, and allergies be removed. Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om Gam
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om Gam
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha. Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's breathe into that heart center. Breathe in the love. Your mission, if you decide to choose it, is to only love. Everything else falls to the wayside when we focus totally on love. There are no obstacles or illusions. There is nothing that can keep us separated from our Creator other than our thought system. So focus on the heart. That's where the love is. And we're going to focus now on the love chant, as Jean calls it. It is the miracle chant of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So let me put that one up here for us. And Karen, would you please lead us into it?
Oh, I love that. It's your mission should you choose to accept, right? I love that. That's awesome. Okay. So we're accepting that mission right now, that divine mission to be the love and to be the miracle workers that we are, to let the miracles be done through us, to just show up and smile. That's what the angels told me in 2017. They told me to just show up and smile and we'll do all the rest. And I said, okay. And that was where it all began, like all the live stream and all the craziness. And it was just step back, I love that mission. We all choose to accept, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So we're going to take this 3 times slow, and then we'll do 108 times all together. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will take us into the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo, Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's take that breath again, that holy breath into our hearts, where we have chosen to only love. And when we get into that energy of only love, we realize who we are and what we are, that we were created by a creator who loves us so much. And every night we return that love. We chant Om 3 times slowly to give honor to the creator, source God energy. And then we stay in our hearts and give that love to our world and all who inhabit it. So take a deep breath in and let's begin the chanting of Om. 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 in the silence, just let your heart reflect that love. You bring it into you through your connection with the divine. You feel your heart full. Feel the warmth of it, the acceptance, the warm hug that you receive. And then you breathe it out. And when you breathe it out, you release it. You give it, you send it on a mission. And that's what we do together every night as we give honor to God. Then we honor our fellow beings by shining a light to them, by sending it out from our heart, the intention that there is peace in our world, that there are emotions, and we all have them. There are differences, there are conflicts, but through love, all can be healed. And that's what we send forth, is a healing energy of love into our world. We don't hold on to it. We don't hold any expectation other than it's going to go and do its work and do what it is created to do. Bond us together in unity in the great unified field of all that is. So as we take a breath in of that beautiful love energy, and we exhale it out together, we are creating a wave. We're creating an impact in our world where we know that peace does exist because it's inside all of us. So every night we make a declaration of that, and we get the help of our wonderful, sweet, crispy, our Christine,
Yes.
to guide us in saying it. So count us down and we can all say it together.
I am my honor. We do this every night, everyone. Curry, I'm going to notice that water, how people would more nicer in the world now. So 1, 2, 3.
We declare
declare
that there
that there
is peace
is
on
peace
earth,
on earth,
and we
and
declare
we declare
that
that
peace begins inside of
inside of
us.
us.
So
I
this
choose
Choose
to
to
see
see
only
only
light
light and only
and
love.
love.
Amen.
Amen.
And we don't have our Charlie here tonight,
I
so Jean, do you
know.
want to jump in
Well,
there?
we are a group of peace, and we chant 2 chants every night to help raise the frequency of the earth and to bring in peace and love all over the world. And we are a group known as
The Peace for Peace.
And I may not have the exact day, but we've been doing this for 3,100.
Nope. No.
1,300.
I do that. I invert numbers. I'm sorry. 1,369 or 80.
I think we're at 70. At least at 70, because I remember him saying 69 at one point.
Okay,
I think we're on 70 today. Yeah.
70 today. That's a long time. And we have enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah.
And we enjoy so much you all coming in and watching. We only have 4 P's here tonight in the room. We have P's out there all over the place, I know. But we have our sweet pea, Chris, keeper of the dogs and animals and kindness herself. And we have our beautiful songstress pea, Karen. And we have our mama pea, Teri. And we have Auntie Jean pea. And we are joined by Her Majesty, the Queen of Peace.
With my princess.
With your what?
My princess, the angel of peace.
Oh, okay. I thought you said your prince, and I was a little bit, where is he?
No, I think she's a she.
No, she's a she. She is a she. Yeah, I just thought, it was a surprise for us or something.
No.
But I'm so sleepy. Terry, I'll let you tell them about the meditation because I'm about to fall asleep here.
Okay, well, we're almost done. So every day at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time, we come on at 10 million for world peace, and we do a 7-minute guided meditation to bring more peace into our world. Just like at the end of our chanting, we send out that energy of love and peace into the world. We do this for 7 minutes, and it makes a difference. We focus on our world leaders, those who are making decisions in any form. It could be a principal at school, it could be anybody that's making a decision that other people abide by. And we send that forth to create a shift in the energetic field so that they can see the benefit of us working together and helping each other instead of tearing apart. So join us every day at 1:11 p.m. And then we also hold a healing circle once a month, the first Saturday of each month. We just had a beautiful one on Saturday. So you can sign up for any of the future ones at 10millionforworldpeace.org. We'd love to have you with us. Thank you to all who were here tonight watching it, whether you came in and let us know you were here or not, or you're going to watch it later. Thank you so much for joining and supporting us. And thank you to all the P's that are here in the little windows on the screen. I love every one of you so much. And so we're going to get off of here and sending out prayers to our Charlie, who's not feeling so well tonight. Our Gracie, wherever you may be in the world.
Night, Gracie,
And
wherever you are.
our virtual P's that usually join us at night, Shoshana,
Isabel.
Isabel,
and
Marlene. Yeah, we love you so much. So, and prayers also for Joanne, who's hosting me right now on this part of the Peace on Earth tour, her husband, and her mother. They all need prayers right now. So thank you for that. And we're going to leave you with Namaste, y'all. We will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.